What is happening, guys? Welcome back to a new tactic testing video, and today we have one of my own. It is the tier 10 toppler. I've been using it with one of my saves in the lower leagues of English football, and it has been outstanding. So I thought, why not test it out in today's video? Let's have a look at the tactic and see how it gets on. So here we are, and as you can see, it is a 3-4-1-2. It's got Dynamo Darlo. It is the one I've been using. It because of tier 10 toppler when it gets put onto my Google Drive. But in goal, we have a goalkeeper on defend. We have three centre backs. The outside one's on centre defend on defend. You could change this to wide centre back, but in the lower leagues, haven't got the capability of playing that kind of position. In the middle, a ball playing defender on cover. He is literally the only guy you have that can pass the ball, because welcome to the lower leagues of English football. We have two defensive mids, one on a deep line playmaker on defend. He gives you the best of both worlds, being solid in defence and also good at spraying those passes around. Segundo Volante on support. We have left mid and right mids, both on defensive wingers, on hold position to keep a little bit of a defensive structure as you attack. A shadow striker at cam, and then a pressing forward and support and an advance forward on attack. We are playing with a positive mentality. We are passing shorter, playing out of defence, running at the defence, playing through the middle. We are playing with a slightly higher tempo. In transition, distributing to the playmaker, counter press and counter, and out of possession with a high defensive line, a high press, and we are pressing more often. That is the tactic. Let's go and see how Leeds got on, where fingers crossed I don't embarrass myself. So here we are with Leeds, as you can see, 14th place, one better than expected and 4 points clear of that. So not the best we've done with Leeds in total, but how did we get on in the competitions? Third round to Northampton, that's a nightmare, and third round to Manchester United, which is a little bit more promising, isn't it? Let's have a look at the league first. We'll see if we're in these. As you can see already, Rodrigo with 22 goals in the top goals. We haven't got anyone else, unfortunately. Usually it's Patrick Bamford, so we'll have to investigate and see if he had an injury, because surely he will have. Sinistera is 12th in the average range with a 7.21. I imagine he's playing up top with Rodrigo. And in the assists, we have Sinistera and Rodrigo joint 10th with 9 and nobody else in there. So a nice array of top achievers there. But as we got the Carabao Cup, the first round against Burnley at home, we beat them 4-2, with Brendan with 2 and Rodrigo getting another 2 goals. And then Northampton on penalties knocked us out. Wilfried Gnonto scoring, but Mark Leonard equalising before sending us out in penalties, which isn't the best. Not the worst, though. And then Manchester United, 6-2 loss. Oh, my days. We got battered here. Can I see this game? I can't. Did we get battered, or was it a case of... Oh, no, we got battered. We had 3 shots on target. We scored 2 of them, so we already got better. But there's a rough idea of what the team was looking like. Robles in goal there, so Melier must have had an injury. How many games he played? It's a good chance now to look at how many games everyone's played. Played 38, so just didn't play in the cups. Brilliant. Outstanding, that, isn't it? That is absolutely outstanding. We'll get rid of Not at Club and we'll look at the goals. 24 for Rodrigo, only 10 for Bamford, 8 Aronson, 6 for Sinistera, and 3 apiece for Harrison and Rocker. With the assists, 10 for Rodrigo, 9 for Sinistera, 6 Rocker, 5 Adams, and then 4 apiece for Bamford and Aronson. So you'd be done pretty well. I mean, I wonder have we got any decent results in the league is what I'm more intrigued about now. Oh my days. The first game of the season, a 5-1 win at home. I mean, they only scored their first goal in the 92nd minute. But what a month to start off with there. It does get worse. We lose 4-0 to Arsenal, 2-1 to Chelsea. We beat Bournemouth, we lose to Newcastle, lose to City and Liverpool. Get destroyed by Man United again. They must have had some decent results against somebody. Beat Villa 1-0, Liverpool 3-1, City 3-0, smashing City at home there. Probably in the midst of the Champions League, though, I think. So maybe I'd assume it's the midst of the Champions League. If you look at Leeds here, 3-0 loss. It's right after the Real Madrid game where they're true 0-0. So they crash out of that and they get beaten 3-0 by Leeds United. It's okay though, because I love that kind of thing. Ultimately, a lot of games either should have done better. Southampton, Brentford should have beat Forest, Newcastle, Wolves, Tottenham again. After a 5-1, they lose 1-0 away from home. But promising. So 46 points, they go into the kitty, and we go over to Hull City and see how they got on. Hull City, third place, 84 points, 3 off of Watford, and ultimately knocked out in the playoffs. But let's have a look, first of all, at how this went, because this is always heartbreaking. It's always the playoffs with one of the teams. And here we are, a 4-1 loss away from home in the first leg and a 2-0 loss isn't enough. We get knocked out 4-3 on aggregate out of the playoffs. And do they win the playoffs? I bet we haven't played it, so I wouldn't know. They did. They beat Burnley to go up, so fair enough to them. But honestly, we had 1 loss in 4 months of football, which is incredible. That is incredible. But a 7-0 loss to Watford. Oh my days. If you lose well, I found out here. A 4-4 against Middlesbrough, so we are scoring goals, a 4-1 there. We are scoring goals. We've got competitions first. 3rd round to City in the FA Cup and the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup, which is odd. We'll go to the FA Cup first because we love to see this. 5-2. Haaland with 4 and Foden with 1. I mean, we scored 2. We were winning. We were winning for a bit until they probably started taking it seriously. In the Carabao Cup, a lovely little run here, beating Rotherham 2-0, Doncaster 1-0, Forest 2-0, Fleetwood 3-1 and Oxford 4-0 before succumbing over 2 legs 8-2 to Liverpool, who, I'm not being funny, they are a very, very, very good team. We scored 2 after they had Luis Diaz sent off. Ultimately, Darwin Núñez scores another one. Really shoots in the foot there. But disappointing, but what a result considering we are in the Championship and Liverpool are the upper echelons of Premier League football. Sky Bet Championship. Obviously, we had a mix of results there, but are we in this? Yeah. Estupiñán with 33 goals in the league. He'll be on there. We got anyone else? We haven't. Estupiñán, honestly, I want to sign him on every save I do because he's incredible. He's also 7th in the average rating with 7.28. Assists, we must have some assists with 33 goals. Cynic, 4th place with 11. Seri joint 5th with 10. And Harvey Vale there from Chelsea in joint 16th with 8. We look at the squad. I want to see how many goals we got overall. 39 for Estupiñán, 16 for Pelkas, and 12 for Savdimanesh. Assist-wise, we have 14 for Cynic, 11 for Seri, 9 apiece for Slater and Vale, then Estupiñán himself with 9. So nearly 50 goal involvements for Estupiñán this season, so that's incredible. But 3rd place in the league, we add 84 points to the kitty and we get over to Bromley. Here we are at Bromley, 94 points and we didn't go up. 11 points ahead of Solihull Moves, who did eventually go up, but honestly, this is a joke. We lose in the playoff final 1-0. 3rd round of the FA Cup and 4th round of the FA Trophy. We will first of all look at the FA Trophy. I cannot believe we haven't gone up again. FA Trophy beat Chelmsford 2-0, but for a 3-2 loss to Scarborough Athletic, which is sad, but we have been flying this year. The FA Cup finally succumbing to a 5-1 loss against, a Premier League Fulham. What did you expect? But we beat Oxford 1-0, beat Southend 4-1, and then beat Concord 3-0 after a 3-3 draw. In 4 days, we've got another 3 goals. That is incredible. That is incredible. If we go to the league, we'll go straight down the bottom and look at the playoff run first. After extra time, we beat Woking 3-2, and then a 1-0 29th minute Andrew Dallas goal makes a very, very boring playoff final slightly better. We had a lovely run again. Again, a 4-2 loss here, a 2-0 loss against Eastleigh, a 4-2 loss against Halifax, but the rest of them smashing people. 5-0 Southend. 3-1 Southend, 4-0 Aldershot, 4-0 Dagenham and Redbridge, 5-4 Scunthorpe, and 7-3 Maidenhead. Dorking 5-4. York 4-2. County, we beat them 2-0. Obviously, it wasn't all plain sailing, but we haven't really had any lengthy runs of missed form here. Obviously, we lose 3 on the bounce here, then we win, and we lose, and we win another month worth of games. Incredible. I'm actually buzzing that I haven't actually shown myself up here. So, in the league, goals 48 for George Alexander. See, these are 2. I thought these 2 would be good at this because they are very, very good. And 48 for Alexander, 26 for Cheek, and 20 for Louis Denny. That's because they are insanely ridiculous, them 2 players in this division. We look at average rating, first and second, 7.76 Cheek and 7.75 Alexander, 7.36 Dennis and 7.27 Corey Wheatley. Even Ethan Coleman, who is a defensive mid, gets in here with a 7.23, which is someone who has never ever been on that in all these tests. We look at assists, 20 for Forster, 30 Alexander, 11 Hammond, and 9 for Wheatley. We have absolutely we've crushed this division. It's a shame we haven't gone up, I've got to say. It is a shame. But 94 points gives me a total of 74, which puts me joint 3rd in the Tactics League. Come on. I was never going to beat JYR because he's a god, but come on. give me a little bit of credit. I am not totally terrible. Praise the Lord. But the tactic will be down below in my Google Drive, so you can come and download it and give it a go yourself. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, and don't forget to like and subscribe.